Hey guys, it's Dan again with Eagle Mountain Solar, and today I wanted to discuss a very common topic, which is how long do solar panels last? And it makes sense that you would ask this question because you're spending a good amount of money on something, so you want to know, how long is this going to last me? Or what's my return on investment? If you look it up anywhere, you'll typically see that solar panels are meant to last anywhere from 25 to 30 to 40 years-ish. One thing that's important to consider is that there's different materials that you have when you're looking at solar panels. Hopefully you're looking at a monocrystalline panel, meaning that it's made out of one solid piece of silicone, versus a polycrystalline panel, which means that it's made up of a bunch of little tiny pieces that they essentially put together. Having a high quality panel will help you increase that lifespan. Also, it depends on where you live. If you live in an area that has extreme hail conditions, that is next to its salt water, so it kind of degrades the panels a little bit more, then it may not last as long as you would think. So it's important to know that most reputable solar installers and manufacturers will have warranties associated with your equipment. So usually there's something similar to a performance warranty or production guarantee, depending on the company that you're looking at. And this is usually for 25 years, and it's typically guaranteeing a set degradation rate for your solar panels. Because one thing that's important to understand is that even if you're at 25 years, the industry standard for a solar panel is for it to be at about 85% of its first year production capacity at that year 25. So it's a very slow degradation. You're only losing about 0.5% per year on your production. So even at year 25, it's not like your panels just all of a sudden just die and they're useless. It just means that degradation rate is going to start to increase a little bit, year after year. That's why a good rule of thumb is usually like around 40 years is probably when you're going to start having more issues, and it's going to be a lot more degraded than it was at year 25. So almost every manufacturer and solar company will have a 25-year warranty on the product. So either performance or the product warranty, they have different words for it. Sometimes they'll have a separate product warranty for 10 to 25 years, and then a linear warranty or that performance guarantee for 25 years, just kind of guaranteeing the degradation rate. And one thing that's interesting is the fact that the typical solar loan is usually for a 25-year loan as well. So some people may look at that and be like, hey, this is kind of a scam because it takes me 25 years to pay off my solar system. And then by the time it's paid off and it's, I'm actually reaping the most benefits from it, that's when the warranty's gone and it's starting to have more issues. So at surface level, I can see why someone would say that. But at the same time, is it really an issue if you've saved $50, $60, $70,000 over those 25 years that you've been paying off the system? Also, these solar loans don't have a prepayment penalty, so you can pay off the system whenever you like. There's plenty of people that pay for systems in cash right off the bat, make their money back in 5 to 10 years, and then they're just making profit on it for that remaining 20 to 30 years. So just because you take 25 years to pay it off doesn't mean you didn't get any benefit out of it, especially because of what we already discussed. Even after 25 years, you're still at 85, 90% capacity, sometimes even up to 92, 93% capacity, depending on the solar panel that you're looking at. And sometimes people are really hard on solar panels. They're like, oh, if it's going to last 25 years or 30 years, like what's the point of buying it, when it's $50,000? We don't say that when we're buying a car that's going to last, maybe that same amount of time or a lot less. This is something we have to consider with every product that we buy. When we buy a car, it's not going to last forever. You buy a house, it's not going to last forever. The roof isn't going to last forever. The HVAC, the fridge, everything has an expiration date. Solar panels actually last a lot longer than almost any product that you can buy on the market. This is because there's really no moving parts. They just sit up there and then take in the sun, and then that's why there's no maintenance that you have to do. They really just sit up there and don't move. So that's why they last so much longer than most products that you'll buy, because there's just not as much use that's happening in the actual mechanics of it. For most homes that you're looking at, if you have a good roof, if you're getting good sun, if the utility companies are favorable, solar makes a great investment. You're going to save a lot of money over 25, 30 years. And the sooner the better, because if you're younger and have like a newer home, just like any investment, the best time to do it is today. Because the longer that you have that solar system, the more savings that you're going to get from it and the more benefits that you're going to reap. So don't wait 10, 15, 20 years to look into solar thinking it's going to get cheaper or something, because you're just going to be missing out on the savings that you could have had during that whole time. One interesting fact as well is the fact that we now have solar leases or PPAs, which I discussed in another video as well. And with this, at the end of the 25-year contract that they usually have, you can actually have your system replaced or even taken off at no cost. So just as your system is starting to have issues and will normally not be with a warranty, with the lease, you can actually have it replaced at that point, and then you are reaping the benefits that entire 25 years without having any debt or maintenance to take care of or liability, and then you can just start over another agreement still with no debt. So if you're interested in any of these options or looking into solar in general for your home, we do loans, cash, PPAs, leases, just kind of depends on the market that we're looking at. So please click the link below to inquire, and then we'll be sure to reach out to you and help you out. Thanks for watching.